Hey, how you doing, Taurus? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Please check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Do take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings. If you'd like a free private or personal reading, please check out the information in the description below this video. Just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented, and subscribed to this channel. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. Thank you. So, what's going on with Taurus? What's going on with Taurus? Okay. So, I'm seeing here there could have been some type of complaints maybe in the past, or completely wanting to feel like you have to work on something and do it in your own mind first. Possibly not really wanting to, but really having to try and trust how you see things, and noticing that you did something that you shouldn't have, or maybe you should have said something else to completely wonder if it was going to possibly do you some good. Okay, I do see that you have been contemplating some feelings, possibly wanting to juggle some feelings, okay, or even some time. Something could have been going on for a while. It says, I will not work on what it is that I want no longer. Okay, so someone here is not going to work on something that they wanted to do any longer. Okay, all right. Someone was going to move forward to you, or move forward with something here. Okay, it looks like there's been some type of struggles, or this person's struggling. Could be dealing with a fire sign, female. Could be dealing with an earth sign, water sign. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Or you could have been wanting to move forward with something that you're doing, and may have decided to, stop something, or stop yourself from doing something, or stop someone else from doing something. I wonder why it doesn't work when I talk to you. So someone says, I wonder why it doesn't work when I talk to you. Someone does remember this as well. Someone could be nostalgic about this. Okay. Someone says, I'm not really seeing anyone, but I do want to know if you're there. If you would have time to see me, I would love that. Okay, so someone wants to see you, have time. Maybe you feel like you want to see someone, have time for someone. Maybe this person is not talking to you right now, or maybe you are trying to communicate with them in some way. Someone has shown you that they're driving themselves mad, trying to convince themselves not to speak about anything anymore. Okay. Someone has some plans, and they are not ready to do this right now because they see that they have to go to bed or sleep, and wonder why it's not working for them. And even wondering how they will work with their whining and moaning in their mind. Other things are there to move forward with now. It says something is leaving, moving on. Okay. This energy could be shifting in some way. Don't want to hear that I'm telling you off, but I have to have good karma. So someone could be spying on you. All right. Someone's worried that they're not going to get any more time alone in their mind to work on what it is that they want, but does know that they can work on things that they need. And maybe speaking about it doesn't seem to be a bad idea. Someone says they will speak to you, but wonder if they can call you or text you, maybe even spend the night with you, or see how things go. Okay, could be dealing with a water sign or a air sign person. Okay, someone's looking into someone's telephone number as well to come together, partner up. It says it was going to happen this way, but it's no longer needed. So something's no longer needed or required. It says, I want to surely make sure that you feel my pine energy, pining. So someone could be pining over you as well. You could be pining over someone. Someone's pining here. It does say there is a legal matter, not really legal, but probably could have gone in the direction of a negative legal matter being brewed, but obviously someone decided to look into something in a different way. Says, I know that I shouldn't speak to you anymore, so I'm going to walk away. I could have gone to jail, but I'm not, so I'm walking away. So someone's walking away. Okay, someone could have been going through something quite tough here. It says, my feelings are really telling me off not to speak about this, not to talk about it, and not to dare send anyone any negative vibes to get me back and make me feel bad. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. It says, I wonder why I had to speak so much to my mind and tell myself that's not going to work. Never wanted to know it was going to be good to work against myself. So someone here could have been working against themselves here, or thinking that they would have worked against themselves if they had done something. It says this person may not want to continue working against themselves. So someone may be working against themselves when they're doing something to harm you or hurt you, or maybe you feel like this person would have, you know, caused some problems for themselves trying to mess with you in some way. It says, no one knows why I'm speaking so much, but I will kill my mind from this nervousness and make it go away. So someone's really, you know, determined to make sure some type of nervousness just moves on. Someone here is also planning something here, or maybe even rooting something up to make sure that it doesn't stay firmly put, and make sure that this negative reason to believe there is bad news goes away. So someone's making sure there's a risk here of something continuing, ongoing, goes away. All right. Someone doesn't know which way to go as well, with some karma, could be taking a risk with that and doesn't know how to see that it's going to be good to carry on with it. It does say, I want to look into my life and I want to solve my own issues. Let me see how I can study myself and move away. So someone's going to study themselves and move away from something. It says, I have told myself that I have to gift myself good karma. So some of you guys could be gifting yourself good karma, or someone else is trying to do that so they don't get in any more problems with you. All right. Could be dealing with a Libra. It says, I have to move on, and I'm really going to move on. So someone's really going to move on. Someone's ready to move on. Okay. It says, watch and see when a female comes by and doesn't know how to support you with many things in the mind games of yours, not really using you, but also using their mind about who you are. And how could you understand who you are when you have so many things going on? It doesn't make you feel like you can contemplate how to work on me. Okay. This is what this person is thinking. Okay. But it also says this person doesn't realize they have better news more than anyone coming in. Good karma is coming in for a water sign female that doesn't know how to support you right now, but doesn't need any more time alone with you or anyone until they sow something here, sowing some seeds here. It's like this person sowing some seeds. Okay. It says there was something deceptive here, and it was confusing this third party as well. It says a third party was brought into the situation to bring out the worst in another person here, another female. It says, when you see what I did, you would not want to laugh at me anymore. This person may not want to know that they've got problems coming to their mind and doesn't want to see anything wrong, but will have to move on. Someone here is making sure that someone moves on. Something's tamed there and being worked on and held on to for good connections to manifest itself better for you, Taurus, or even in a way where you can see that something is not available to you right now, but you will hold on to good karma and move forward in a different direction, taking your misery and pain away from the scenario, situation, or place, and taking back your dignity, your pride, and passing a good mind game on to someone else will be good for you to work on. It says no more time to waste. You will work on something better. No more time to lose out on good karma. Punishing you is not going to be the answer. Make sure you have good energy to practice mental health in problem solving in your own mind and support how you will get good karma and work on it. Okay. Could be learning how to hold on to your dignity, your pride, your ego, or even taming your money. Okay. Something's transformative as well. Speaking less about a situation, but seeing that the idea is cursing someone to be punished and not really saying anything. Making sure the thing goes away, though, is something you want negative energy to be gone. So something negative, you want it to be out of there. Okay. Could also be dealing with a water sign man here that doesn't know how to support his ideas and wants to see that he has better news in another way too, and wants to see how to support his head and mind and goals with a female or a person that doesn't mind speaking about good news and maybe wanting to see how they can support him to make him feel better for what it is that he may have gone through without judging you, or maybe even seeing that he doesn't want to deal with you anymore, but he does want to see something else good happen for you instead. Okay. Says, I hate knowing that I had to have you in my mind while I'm always trying to call you in my mind to tell me that she's going to be the next best thing. I think I have to have you there to wonder if she's going to be better off with you in my mind when I'm telling you I have seen something I want, but I don't know if it's going to concern you that I'm getting it. I just want to know if you feel like I'm getting what you're not giving me, and then females want me more than what it is that you do, because I don't know if you do, but you don't want to show me that you're loving me again. So someone's concerned that you're not loving them anymore, but it's also like they've got you in their mind so much while they're trying to look for someone else and move on. I would not want to know that bad news is going to happen anymore, so I'm certainly not wishing for it. Cleaning up my act is something that I'm doing and working on myself every day to make sure I have better news. Making sure that I love myself and continuing to do so, because why would I want to stay in this nervous mental state when I need to support my ideas? Practicing better mental clarity and dignity and pride is something that I passionately want to know I can solve in myself, where I can have better news. Love makes me nervous, but I don't want to hear that I'm always this way. I want to give you my heart, but I don't know how to support the idea. Okay, so someone may want to give you their heart and don't know how to support the idea, or it could be you that feels this way, Taurus, and doesn't know how to support the idea with someone that doesn't know how to give you it, but may want to try again. Okay. Maybe you want to try again with someone that feels that way, or this could be you that has someone there that wants to try again with you but doesn't know how to support the idea of, you know, making you feel like you can feel satisfied without all of the mental stress, physical stress, negative energy, and you just want to know that you can pass in things that you know you are suspecting will give you better clarity, i.e. if you give yourself better clarity in things that you know and certainly work on it, you'll work well with yourself and people that know how to support you. It says problems are never solved overnight, but people will understand how to support their mind and give themselves better moods. Noticing how this female wants to say hi to you or say they did something, teasing you, and teasing you, and warning you that it's never going to be certain that it's going to be your fault or even theirs, but they do know that they can support how they want to move forward. It says, I love her. I just don't know how to give her that. It doesn't make me feel good that I can continue to work on her. I know that my mind tells me off and I wouldn't dare try to harm her, but I think I needed to support my mind at least 2 or 3 times more to show her I'm not going to give in. I want to let her feel bad and make her feel worse and make her feel pain, but I can't continue to make myself feel better for it. It doesn't make me feel proud. I know that because I'm hurting and I'm hurting her and I'm hurting her and I'm hurting her. Why will I keep hurting her? So this could be a female that could keep tormenting or hurting you here, or is hurting someone around you here. Okay, this could either be a friend, it could be, you know, a so-called lover. It could be a family member. It could just be a person as well. But it's definitely a female that's hurting someone else. I do see that. I don't see that it's a man right now. It says it's a bad rep to keep thinking about a nervous mind game of playing each other when you know that you can support the situation differently. Giving yourself more time and courage to continue to work on the strategies that you have. And maybe you could just win something all over again. Possibly winning again is something that you have seen before and want to know if it could work this time on a situation, scenario, thing, people or places that you have tried to stop karmically giving you bad news. So there's something that you've seen work in your past or something that you've seen work before for you that you are now using again to try and see if it can work on a different scenario or different situation or a different person, or, you know, to work out in your favor. So it says watch and see if it does work. It does not work just like that, but it does work just like that too. And wishing you a very good happy new year, because you probably gave her better news than anything. She may not want to see you, but she is speaking about you and talking about you and wanting to know if she can say hello one day is something that I really would admire, because she does not know how to talk to me, but she does call me once in a while, and maybe I just don't know how to speak about why she's playing me. I feel like she's not going to play me this time, but I feel like she could play me if she tries to work on what it is that I want. Then I could give her that. But if she doesn't give me what I want, how could I continue to want to use her for anything that's going to hurt her when I know I'm hurting myself in the process? So someone could be, you know, playing mind games, like I said. And you think, well, you know, why am I going to continue to hurt this woman when she's, you know, already hurting? Okay. So, let's see what's going on with your work, Taurus. Work is better than anything. You walked away from someone that didn't need you, and they know that. They have timed the situation so much that it worked. It gave you better news. You tidied up your mind and solved the situation. Working on walking away is something better than staying there and leaving it to stew. It will work better when you see this person has gone, but they will want to go, and you'll notice that by noon. evening time, or maybe even next month, this person is joining you to say they're packing up and moving on. So someone's packing up to move on. There's a victory here as well with this. Okay. So someone may have been giving you some hard times at work, or working on you, or you working on them, however it goes, but someone is seeing that someone is moving on from the negative energy now. So let's see what's going on with anything else for work for Taurus. It says, I will work and work and work, and I'm working so much that I'm doing so much great things, and I'm working on wonderful things that are making me feel better. Okay, very much so, working on many wonderful things that are making you feel good. So let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with business for Taurus. Business is bloody amazing. Certainly working on good karma. Fortunately, I don't have anyone to study or maybe even send my time to, but I don't know how to support the energy any more than this. I give myself better news when I see that bad news is there, though. Wouldn't want to hear that bad news is there constantly, but I have to see that I'm not going to hear it anymore. So when I work on this, I'll see that I have no time to spare. Many times over, I feel like bad news has been taken for granted, and liberty taking is something that she knows how to do. It does say she will never work on it again, though. She's always going to look forward to another 9 months in her mind about it. Maybe not with you, it says, because she has to work on why she's doing that so much. She's got to look at where she's going and how she will proceed with caution. It says it doesn't make her feel better about what she's doing, but she will realize that she can't work on you because it's not working whatever she is doing to you. Okay, it's not working whatever she's doing to you. So I don't know who you've got business with, but whatever this person's doing, it's formulating something that's not really helping the situation, and she's got to realize what she's doing, you know, to stop taking you for granted. It does say she will realize that she's not working with you and she'll move on. Okay, so let's see what's going on with love life. Love life for Taurus, please. Love life is suddenly going to be feeling better for you. Always watching you is something that she always does. See her there. She's looking at you again, working on seeing you and looking forward to seeing you, and works on this, sponsoring, seeing what it is that she can work on to work on you. Never mind why she keeps doing that. She just keeps doing it. Does say bad news is nothing for you to worry about, though. So you have to work on good karma and make sure you see what is going on. Okay. Says I've walked away, so I'm not going to say any more to you. Left her behind and left him behind and left them all behind. I left them all behind. Every one of them I left behind, and I'm mad about it, but I have to move on. Could be dealing with a fire sign man here. Could be dealing with someone that's just controlling, that they are ready for the truth, that they are mad at a situation and have been holding on to walking away from it. Okay. Says I want to work with you to say it's done. So there's a water sign man here that feels like he wants to walk, you know, work with you to make sure something is over and done and dusted with. Okay. Anything else? Says plans are not going to be so sudden, but good news is practically yours. Just live out this drama in your mind, or maybe even things that you've said you did are not complete, but they are certainly not going to be stopping you from living your life in a good way. All right. So let's see what's going on with the singles. singles want to know that they can stay away from anyone that's treating them like negative karma is coming. It does say better news for you all female Tauruses that want to know you can help someone. Tease them more and give them more time alone in their mind to work on a good reason to believe it's working. I did something. It says it's not working that well. If you do believe, you have to try again. Have to certainly work on something that's going to be beneficial to you. If it's not working, then you'll see that bad news is something you have to give yourself back to your mind about, and maybe see that you didn't do something that great. Want to work on something? Try and ignore it and leave it alone. Maybe you'll see that better news comes next year or in a 19-minute time frame where you have to think, all right, I'm doing it again. But it says you have to try something that's going to ward you away from the situation and let it go. Stop doing the same thing that's going to tarnish your reputation or bring you down. Okay. Anything else for the singles? It says once upon a time I did and I didn't do it that great, but I will work on it and I'll see that better news comes. It does say I will see that bad news is no longer mine. I do feel like I have to move on though. Something tells me I have to leave this alone because it's not giving me any good karma, or the vibe is off. A vibe is off. And I loved her. Certainly loved her, but didn't want her to work with me. Just wanted to know she will see me one day and maybe tell me off, or maybe not tell me off, but she will see me one day. Okay, so some of you guys could be dealing with someone where this person, you know, you're kind of like saying, well, she's gonna see me one day, she wants me, all right. And then for the females, it's like, well, you could be doing something where you're like, you know, I don't know if it's working out that great, but I do see that it's better if I just warn myself off and move on from the situation instead of staying in the same scenario. It says it will work better for you to warn yourself not to speak about anyone again or deliver them negative news. You will believe that good karma will come when you work on yourself. All right. So let's see what's going on with those that are in a relationship. Those in a relationship. Those in love, in a relationship. It says 1 week or another you'll worry more than anything. Don't speak about it, but someone said you cannot give yourself back to good karma until you see why. Someone told you not to speak, but it does say you didn't, and you have to understand why it's working for you instead of working against you. Love life is certainly something you've worked on. Making sure you see better news is coming. Always making sure you have weighed the pros and the cons, or even a the situation. It says the situation is going to occur. Someone is trying to make someone feel bad, or maybe get them put out or evicted, or maybe tarnishing their reputation. It says once you see that you have no longer this problem, you can work on something that's going to help you. It says you will work on it and see it hasn't worked in their favor, so therefore you are staying put. You are working on something that's helping you to see that someone doesn't want you living there anymore or staying there, or maybe it's the other way round. You can tell yourself you worked on this and solved your issue, and they will see that they're not staying in your mind about it. It says when we see you have good karma, then you can tell someone else that they have bad news. Until then, we know we have good news, but it does say they will never have bad news until they see why. Until they see why. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. It says, I like the fact that I'm always helping this person. Seeing that me and my person are working against something together and maybe not struggling would be a good thing. It's always something with us, always having to tell someone off or helping us to see that things will work out better. She's not going to tell us off this time. She can work against the situation but not solve the situation with me. I know that I can work on my pride, my ego, my dignity, and still solve the individual that will never speak about me in a bad way. I see that because I didn't work on anything bad. I always see that bad news came to me but never wanted me. And now I need to know why it stops coming to me. So that it can stop coming to me, I want to know it's going to see me in a good way and stop coming to me. So some of you guys want some negative energy to stop coming to you, and possibly coming to you and your partner. Okay, or if not, it could be you and your partner going through something with that. All right. It says one of these weeks you'll see better news though. Certainly not going to work on anything bad. Just work on problem solving and give yourself good karma. Loving yourselves more than anything, and maybe solving individually each other's problems, or helping each other with each other's dignity, pride, boosting each other's love life, and helping each other to see that growth is there and necessary for you both to win. Okay. So let's see what's going on with those that are in the marriage. You all are getting back to a good place. Certainly wondering how you did it. Studying is something that you see you had to do when it came to your partnerships. Marriage is something that you work on and really take in a partnership role as seriousness. Maybe you see that good karma works on this in better ways than anything, because you like working with your partner and certainly don't want to work against him or her. Don't want to hurt them and don't want to see bad news. Love yourself is something you do, and maybe give yourself good karma is something that you do, but you always win when you love your mind at how you work and control your relationships in positive ways. You will partner up with your weekend karmic pleasures and personally work on things better. You'll see bad news is something you have to give yourself to again, because you won't want to know what's happening in the new week ahead. But blessings are there, and good karma is working on you to have better news. Okay, anything else? It says maybe I have some plans to support you, but I will not have problems giving myself better news than you. I've got to give myself back 2 weeks silence, and then I'll support my ideas again. So someone's given themselves 2 weeks silence and says they have to support something else to see that they have better news. It says they won't wish they had to move on, but they will understand that they are going to. And it doesn't say how, but this person will be leaving you behind. Some of you may be breaking up with your person, or maybe even seeing that problems are going away from the relationship with details of a person that don't need to be up in your life or your business. Move out of it. So someone that's been poking their nose where it doesn't belong may have to just shift and move on, honey. So let's see what's going on with those that are individual, dealing with other star signs. Okay, the individuals. What's going on with Aries and Taurus? Aries likes the fact that you can certainly smell the fresh air and try to charge yourself with good karma all day long and never see a bad rep. And love life certainly seems to be so much calmer than usual. Honestly, wanting to say, I worked it out, I did it, and I solved it. I like you, and I want to know if we can stay together, and tune into blessings. Blessings that are going to continue to give us good karma. Both of us need to stay away from each other, though, at times to do this. And sometimes I feel like, bloody hell, you didn't need to stay away that long, but I want to see you again. I just do not know how to support you in my mind, but I do know I could have you back. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Taurus and Taurus. Taurus and Taurus. Taurus wants to know how to work with you, liking you, calling you, feeling like you've got something to give them, possibly wanting to say, I will marry you. Making you feel special and making you feel worthwhile is something I didn't do, but I want you to have it with you and your new person. I do, because I don't know how to give it to you always, but I will give it to you with someone else. Okay, so someone wants you to have it and doesn't want you to feel bad if you go off with someone else. Okay, seems like someone's maturing. Alright, so if you're having it with this person, or you could be having it with someone else, or this person's feeling like, well, I don't want to be mad at them anymore. I don't want to, give them any negative vibes. I just want them to go off and be happy. Alright. So, let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini and Taurus. Gemini has good karma working on them right now. Bad news is something that they deleted from their mind. Punishing their mind, not really. HOE. Someone called them a HOE and doesn't really feel like it's going to be your time to speak to them. Says this person says, I knew I could call you out and make you feel bad. You're going to make me feel bad, so I'm going to make you feel bad. What if I called you this and made you feel like you've got that, so you have to take that? Make you feel that way. It says, I didn't want to, but I did. And I made you feel like someone was trying to let me know that you had this issue. Maybe I feel like I have to give myself bad news because I now have it. Is it that I am this? Someone says, I put it back where you needed to see it. So stay there and call yourself that if that's what you want. Give yourself that name and make sure you see that you have the news. Make that be your lesson to live by. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Taurus. Cancer doesn't care for anyone, doesn't really want to know that everything is going to work out well with you, but doesn't want any negative news. This person doesn't mind speaking to you and wants to know if they can certainly be there for you and support you with your idea. Don't really want to hear from you any more than this, but wants to know if you can stay away from a negative mind game that you've been playing with them and doesn't want to see anything wrong with the situation. It says they know that they want to see me more than anything. So I will wonder if you have anything to do with this, then don't say anything. Just let me see who I want and then maybe I'll choose you or choose them. Okay, so there could be someone else involved, like a third party or something like that. So let's see what's going on with Leo and Taurus. Leo and Taurus. Okay. Leo doesn't mind staying away from you while they deal with other things. People are not really something they're interested in right now, but don't really hear much going on with you anyway and wouldn't want to date you ongoing, but does see another mental problem of theirs bringing you into it once they see that they have better news. It says they don't want to deal with this, but they have to, and maybe they wouldn't if they knew how to support their ideas, possibly even helping themselves to see better news is coming. It says they don't want to hear bad news is there for someone, so they wouldn't want to try and harm them, but they do want to know that better news is there for you, so they will try and support you with other things that they've got going on. Seeing that they love you and maybe support you is something that they want to do, and maybe even work with you and give you better news in the new year, and maybe support you with other things, and maybe even things that are going to concern you more than this, things that are going to be brutal and not really harmful to a person that they love. It says, I will never allow you to trust yourself to give yourself bad news again to my person, but I will support you with whatever it is that you need to support yourself to move on and give yourself better news in your life in another situation. Okay, so what's going on with Virgos and Taurus? Okay, Virgos likes you, doesn't really like you at times, but likes you now. Notice that they don't want to see you as much as they did, but do not know how to speak to you in their mind without saying that they have to walk away. In time, they have to walk away. It says they don't want to, but they have to. They're leaving you behind to work on something else and don't know how to support the idea without you speaking about it or even judging them or saying something or being mindful about how you are with the feelings you have for them. It says they do know this, but they do want you to work on how you support yourself moving forward and give yourself better news. Okay, let's see what's going on with Libra and Taurus. Libra hates the hell out of you at times, but doesn't really notice you in your mind at times when they want you. They don't know how to support the idea being there for you, and maybe even love you, but don't know how to give you that. Just don't know, because they really don't know how to support their mind at this time. They feel scared, worried, or even frightened about what it is that they needed to say to you. They said they wouldn't want to talk to you again after you did what you did the last time, and maybe they need to speak up for themselves, but they certainly want to hide and keep to themselves and never speak to you again. Oh, okay, let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Taurus. Scorpio Scorpio hates the fact that you always want to see bad news, and maybe they see that you always want to help them with good karma. It does say you do, but you don't want to hear that bad news is coming too, so you will support them and help them, but it doesn't say good news is there for Scorpio. Believe you me, it says you don't want to deal with me right now until I feel like you can deal with me in a way where I can believe you. Have to trust me and I have to trust you. We don't trust each other, and I feel like sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but I have to feel that way first. And if I feel that way, I'm going to come back to you and let you know that everything is okay. But until then, I want you to stay away from me. It does say I feel like I need to walk away. Sometimes I feel like I just need to walk away from you, Taurus, because I need more time to support my mind and maybe even see better news comes. I just don't think I'm going to be happy with you. At times I feel like I'm worse off with you than I am without you. And I feel like sometimes I may not even be telling the truth, but I don't know how to support my mind at this time with people giving me grief and many of them making me feel bad. It doesn't help me see a better thing happening for you and I until I feel like it. I just know that I can support you when I feel better news is something I want to support. And I do support it, but I just don't know how to support it with you. Please believe me, I'm trying. I just don't know how to give you that until I work on myself. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. So someone wants to move forward, doesn't want to say hello, but does want to speak to you about why you did it. It does say they never needed to say anything because they know they did something wrong, but they will see you again and certainly work on something else with you. It does say, Taurus, you have to deal with karma coming in your mind about the Scorpio, or maybe even a Libra that doesn't believe you at times but does want to say hi and steal your mind back and say, well, I did do something to support you. How comes you're not trusting in me? It says Taurus never wants to trust in the fact that Scorpio is going to be there. But Scorpio does see that Libra will support them more than anything once they see good news come. It does say they will have to practice good karma with you, or possibly even a Sag that doesn't know how to support you too, but they will certainly work with you one day when they need help or even support when they know they need you. It does say you will need them too, so give them good karma and let them see that they don't have to deal with you with no negative stigmas or vibes or punishments. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Sag and Taurus. Sag doesn't want to dare dream of giving you a love life anymore. They feel like they're hurting over you, or maybe even feel like they're hurting over a situation that doesn't involve you. People haven't seen them for a while, or even said that they have given them time to believe everything's going to be okay. Certainly want to know that you're one of them. Maybe you'll help me, but I don't know if I can trust you. It says I wouldn't want to know if I can trust you until I see that I can trust myself. But then I know that I'm trusting myself more than anything, and seeing people are not going to be so kind. Sometimes to the point where I'm nervous or maybe even feel like I'm hurting. Don't want to feel like that, and I don't want to dare trust anyone right now until I see better news come. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn and Taurus. Capricorn dealt with you one day and said they deal with you many times over and see you as a good friend. They know they could help you and give you more time alone to say, I'm practicing this to help you and support you. I would, because I wouldn't want to hear you tell me off. I'm giving you back to my mind. I said I did something that I didn't need to do, but I do help you many times over and support you. I helped you to say you didn't do anything wrong, but you did something that wasn't going to support me in a good way. I'm dealt with nervousness and bad news. I don't want to hear that you're always going to give me that time in my mind to tell me off. I heard that you wanted me to tell you off. And I feel like you don't need me to tell you off, but you really want me to. Is it that you keep trying to harm me and then I can't harm you, and then you harm me and then I harm you? How do we work this one out? Because I wouldn't want to harm you, but you keep trying to force my hand and making me think something is going to happen that's going to benefit me when I know that it could, but then I don't know if I can believe you. Trust me, because I don't know how to support the idea of you defending something that's going to make me feel bad. But you have to make me feel bad. Is that what you're saying? Don't tell me you're going to feel bad, because I would never want to hurt you. And I'm trying to warn you, Taurus, don't deal with me like you're going to deal with them. Don't hurt me and then hurt me and then hurt me and then tell me that it's going to work out, because it doesn't. It always makes me feel like you've hurt me and I feel the pain. Just stop trying to hurt me, because I dealt with you in a better way and you still hurt me. I don't want you to hurt me anymore. All right. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't mind telling you off. They really don't, but they really want to tell you off this time in a way where they can harm you. It says harm is something that I know I should have done a long time ago, but I'm not doing it. I could have, but I'm not. And I really want to know, if you're going to tell me off, don't tell me off like you're going to do it in a way that you're leaving me out. Just tell me off and move on. Let me go, for frick's sake. I don't want to deal with this all the time. Just leave me alone if you have to. Leave me alone always if you're going to. But leave me alone in a way where I can see myself, who I am. And bloody hell, would I give you better news one day when I see that you're always going to work with me instead of against me. Just try me, because if you don't, then I'm going to hurt you. Maybe even hurt them, hurt someone around you, or hurt someone in your family or people around you. I wouldn't want to do that, but I keep hurting and you're making me feel sad. So I want to hurt you, and I want to hurt them, and I want to hurt everyone. But it doesn't make me feel wonderful about it. Ugh. So let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces is not hurting, but they do want to hurt someone around you, and they do want to hurt people that they don't want to see in good ways. It says both of you guys need to support yourself, and bloody hell, would you change your mind already about what you want to do to harm someone? Tell them that you love them instead of hurting them. Make them feel special. Make them feel like you've got me and I've got you, but we're not hurting. How do we do that? Wouldn't want to hurt you always if I feel like I'm going to get good news, but you're always making me feel like I'm hurt. So then you get hurt, and then we get hurt, and then we're all getting hurt. Don't want to hear this. Stop hurting me, and I will stop hurting you. Furthermore, I want to change my tune. I want to harm my mind even more if I have to, but then I don't know if it's going to work out for me. Like, completely hurt myself, and then you feel like I'm going to hurt myself more when I'm doing the situation. It says it's stopping right now. Leave me alone and stop bothering me, because I'm tired. I'm tired of this, and I don't want to see bad news come. So leave me alone. If I tame the situation there, it's going to cause a problem. But you do know that I'm going to change, and I'm going to make you feel better one day if you support me to see that I'm going to get better at what it is that I do. And certainly I'm going to give myself good karma and solve my situations, and possibly even never speak about the bad news again. Just see me as a good person, and I will see you as a positive person, and we'll both see each other as positive people and move on. Wow, that was a lot. That was a hell of a lot. Oof, okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with your angel messages. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right. It says change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future. So follow your path to the happy outcome you desire. Okay, so it looks like there's a new direction coming for some of you guys, and it does talk about that a lot in your reading, where someone could be moving on, or you guys could be moving on from a situation, or spirit is guiding you to move on from something here. Okay, it'd be nice to, move on from all this hurt. Okay, it says peace. Archangel Shamiel. It says peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Okay? Only love is real. Alright. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your universal messages. Okay. So, it says obstacles are detour in the right direction. Obstacles are detour in the right direction. A lot about direction here. So something definitely is occurring that is bringing in a new direction and some change. So let's see what's going on with your angel numbers. We've got number 42, number 38, number 3, or number 31. We've also got number 7, number 6, number 56, and number 4. Okay. So that was your numbers, Taurus. Okay, and that was your reading. So I will speak to you guys in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.